That is VCK leader Tolkapian Tirumavalavan seen here along with a photograph of the LTT leader Mr. Prabhakaran, who is of course an ideological inspiration for the Vidudalai Chirudaigal Katchi. We are here outside the office of the VCK, and if you just pan, you can see the kind of crowds that are waiting here because VCK has become at the center of the politics in Tamil Nadu. After Vijay visited the governor third times, taking claim to form the government and saying that he has the support, the governor said that he has still not reached the magical figure of 118 and therefore said that he must come back with the numbers, and then all the focus shifted to the VCK because the Communist parties already gave unconditional support of to each, saying that they want to keep out the communal forces. The IUML also issued a letter, but they only said that they are supporting the DMK in the formation of a democratic government like Stalin had said, and that they are not going to be supporting the TVK. They have not said anywhere that they are going to be supporting the TVK, and they have denied that they will be issuing support. And that's the reason why VCK is in a very position of privilege. And if we had before elections thought that we were calling Vijay as a king or a kingmaker, and it turns out that it is Tol Tirumavalavan and his VCK that is really the real kingmaker here in Tamil Nadu. If you just span the other side, that's the entire hustle and bustle that's happening with the press conference expected, where an announcement is in fact expected, but even that not without its share of drama as well, because after we had reported that governor is saying that you must come back with the 118 number, you had two developments happening. The MMK leader TTV Dinakaran in fact said that his MLA, Mannargudi MLA Kamraj had in fact been horse traded. That's what he seemed to suggest, saying that he is not able to get in touch with him, and suggested that there had been horse trading and was complaining to the governor. Subsequently, Kamraj has come and said that he is not left the AMMK and said that the TVK's allegations or claims are false, and that they will be complaining to the appropriate authorities. And on the other hand, report suggests that VCK wants to bargain because there are about 26 MLAs who belong to the Dalit community in the TVK formation, and VCK will have to strengthen its own position, and that's one reason why there were reports that there are demands for the Deputy Chief Minister post or a couple of ministerial posts, or and also that the Trichy East should be contested by Tirumavalavan, who otherwise did not contest in these particular elections. So while all this is happening, the big question will be whether Stalin will continue to be a super CM having the remote control, and whether the TVK government led by Vijay, or rather the coalition government led by Vijay, will constantly be under pressure from these parties which are otherwise seeming to be closed to the DMK still. The Congress in the meanwhile has shifted its MLAs, we are told, to Karnataka. Earlier reports suggested they were in Hyderabad, but no, the Congress in Hyderabad has denied that, so they are said to be in Karnataka now. And what I must point out is that while the date is the deadline for President's rule, because the term of the Legislative Assembly ends on the May 10th, and hopefully before that Vijay will be invited to take oath as Chief Minister. In Chennai, with camera person Paul Raj, Umar Sudhir for Decoder.